We rolling?
Yep.
Hey guys, I'm Barry, Metro Atlanta Roofing and Remodeling. We're here at the home of Carlton and Carmen Burrows, doing a new roof for them. It turned out to be an insurance claim, which was a good thing. The hard thing was, it was a State Farm claim. Now why, you ask, is that hard? Well, I'll go through that in just a few minutes. State Farm has gotten into the habit of the last few years of taking care of their customers and saying no to everything. Same thing with Allstate, they're all saying no. And the reason they're doing that, there's a thing that came out several years ago called the McKinsey Report. David Berardinelli, he's a lawyer that wrote a book about the internal document that came through the insurance companies called From Good Hands to Boxing Gloves. You can look it up for yourself. And what it does, it teaches the insurance companies how to maximize profits, like Enron did. Now, how do they do that? Well, they deny claims, they delay claims, they defend claims. They've gone from being like a good neighbor, you're in good hands, to no damage, this is mechanical, this is wear and tear. But I can tell you from fact, this roof was completely destroyed. And I'll show you what I mean. Luckily for these guys, they had wind and hail damage. If they only had hail damage, we would still be fighting the insurance company. Now I'm going to show you one of the shingles that came off of this roof. And what I've done, I just took one at random out of the dumpster. Now that is classic hail damage. Now what I mean by that, look, you can see where is a dent right here, but you can still see some of the granules in this spot. That means something impacted it and splattered and caused this damage. They said that was heat damage. Now heat damage is something that there's no granules in the middle. It'll be a big hole, but no granules. That's heat damage. Luckily for them, they had the wind damage. Shingles were broken off everywhere. But this is what they're saying no to on every claim. This is not hail. This is just wear and tear. No, folks, do yourself a favor. If you're shopping for insurance, do not use State Farm or Allstate or Allstate. Make sure you find someone that's going to take care of you. But what we do here on every job, we make sure that the house looks better than it did before we got here, that the yard is cleaner than it was before we got here, and they get more than what we promise. We try to under-promise and over-deliver on every single job. But one of the things you need to do, if you've got a claim with State Farm or Allstate and you think that it was truly damaged, give us a call. If they were turned down, give us a call. We've got a team of adjusters. They're like a pack of pit bulls. They go after the insurance companies. They used to work for them. They go after the insurance companies because they know the language, they know the game, they know the technique, and we might be able to get it overturned for you. So give us a call, 470-538-1729, MetroAtlantaRoofing.com, and we'll see if we can't help you. Right now, we have a dozen or so claims with State Farm and Allstate. Come on, we're taking up your space. We're good. Well, we've got over a dozen claims right now that they're fighting, and they're getting them re-inspected, which is a good thing. And here's the irony behind State Farm and Allstate and all these other insurance companies that are turning everything down. I was a licensed adjuster for many years, and to maintain an adjuster's license, every 4 years you have to go through continuing education, 24 hours. Here's the irony. Majority of that training is under the topic of ethics, which is irony because the insurance companies themselves don't adhere to ethics, but they want the guys out in the field to do this. Another thing that I've noticed about State Farm especially, they send out what we call ladder assists, guys that are not attached to State Farm. They are independent contractors, and most of them are not licensed adjusters themselves. They'll come out with the contractor, they'll get up on the roof and they'll write zero hail, take their pictures and get down. They're supposed to, by law and their internal documents, they're supposed to send a licensed adjuster from that firm to be on here when they do their inspections. If you've had State Farm and they've not sent out a licensed adjuster, but only sent out the ladder assist, call us. We'll see if we can get this overturned for you.